What's up guys, Groovy Guitar Dude here with a beginner ukulele tutorial for Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo. If this video helps you out, hit that like and subscribe button and hit up my Instagram at the Groovy Guitar Dude if you want to see what song I'm working on next. Guys, the first thing you should want to know to play Driver's License on ukulele is that we're going to be in standard tuning and we are not going to need a capo to play this song. The next thing you should want to know to play Driver's License on ukulele is the structure of this song. We're going to start out with a verse, then we're gonna go to chorus, then verse again, then chorus again, then we'll have a bridge, and we're gonna finish up with one last chorus. And the last thing that you wanna know before we dive into Driver's License is the 5 chords that we need to play this song. The first one is A sharp. The next one is G minor. The next one is D sharp. The next one is F. And the last one is C minor. And I'll have chord charts for all of those in the pinned comment below for those of you who need them. And with all that in mind, guys, let's dive into Driver's License. Guys, Driver's License is such a beautiful song. I just taught this on guitar a couple of days ago, and I knew I had to teach it on uke right away. I already got a ton of requests to teach this one on uke as well. It's a beautiful song, especially the bridge. That's my favorite part of this song, and I wanted to share it with y'all on uke. So with that in mind, guys, the first thing we're gonna take a look at for this song is what we're playing for our verses, because that's the first thing that we hear in the song. For our verses, we're gonna have a pretty simple chord progression with 2 pretty simple strum patterns to go along with it. So first, let's take a look at our chord progression for verse. Our chord progression is going to be A sharp, G minor, D sharp, and then back to A sharp. And that last A sharp has a star next to it, and the reason for that is because that last A sharp is going to have something a little bit different for strum pattern than all of the other chords. We'll get into that in just a second. So first, the strum pattern that we're going to be using for all of the non-starred chords is going to be 16 down strums for each chord. And I know that sounds like a lot, but what I actually like to do in strum patterns like this is I like to divide it up into sections of 8. So with our A sharp as our example here, I like to count it like this, like going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then switch. And that just kind of helps me keep track of where I actually am in the strum pattern rather than trying to count all the way to 16. So that's our first chord. From there, we're going to switch to our G minor, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then on to our D sharp. Pretty easy transition there. Same thing here, 16 down strums. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're on to that last A sharp there, the one that's a little bit different that has a star next to it. What we're going to be doing on this one is playing it for a half measure. What that means is we're just going to be playing 8 down strums instead of 16 down strums. Any starred chord in this whole song, we're going to play it for that 8 down strums. So back to that A sharp, again, just 8 down strums here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like that. And that is what our verse is going to look like. That part right there is just going to repeat through all of our verses. So real quick, one little walkthrough of what that whole thing will look like all together is about like this. We'll start that A sharp. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll repeat that through all of our verses. Nothing too crazy complicated here, guys. You heard me probably mess up just a little bit on that first transition to that G sharp. These are a little bit funky chords. These might be new to some of you guys, but I promise none of them are too terribly difficult. If you're new to ukulele, these might be a little bit tricky, but don't worry about it. Just practice them a little bit. The strings aren't too terribly hard to push down on uke, so these shouldn't be too crazy for even the most beginner people out there. So with that in mind, guys, a couple of times through the chord progression and the 2 strum pattern is going to repeat through all of our verses on Driver's License will look about like this without me talking. From there, guys, we're into what's being played for our choruses on Driver's License. Now, this is going to look kind of intimidating. I know there's a lot of chord progressions and a lot of strum patterns there. It's really not too terribly complicated to play. It's kind of just a lot to remember. So hang in there with me. We're going to take this line by line. So with that first line, to start out our choruses, we're going to start out with a D sharp, just like that. And then we're going to go to an A sharp. And that A sharp has a star next to it. And this is actually going to be the same strum pattern situation that we had for our verses for this first line. We'll get to some different strum patterns in a second. You probably already noticed those. We'll get there. But for that first line, for that non-starred D sharp, we're going to do 16 down strums there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then onto our A sharp, which is a starred chord. And for that one, again, we'll have 8 down strums for the starred chords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you'll see on that line right there, we're going to repeat that line twice before we move on to the next one. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the first line right there. Nothing too crazy or complicated. Pretty much the same idea as what our verses were. That's going to bring us into the second line, and this is kind of the trickiest part of the song because it's pretty fast, but it's nothing too crazy. For this second line, we're going to start out with a G minor, and then go to F, and then A sharp, back to F, and then back to D sharp. Just like that. But our strum patterns are going to be a little bit different here. So for those first 4 chords, the underlined chords, we're going to do 2 down strums for each one of those chords. And those transitions are going to be pretty quick. Slowed down, it'll look about like this. We'll go down, 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 down. And then we're onto that last D sharp, which is not underlined, it's starred. So for that starred D sharp at the end of the second line, again, 8 down strums for that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's a little slowed down. Those transitions are quite a bit faster than that. Again, probably the trickiest part of the song here, just because it's fast. We're gonna go down, 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 down. Just about like that, and that's that whole second line. Again, nothing too crazy complicated there, no crazy chords or any crazy transitions. It's all just kind of quick. So definitely practice that one slowly as many times as you need to get through that line. So that's going to bring us to the last line, which is probably the easiest part of the song, which is going to be this chord progression, C minor, F, and A sharp. And if you've listened to the song or seen my guitar tutorial for this, you probably already can recognize that we're just going to do a single down strum for each one of those chords. Anything in brackets, so just that bottom line there, is going to be a single down strum for each chord. So one more time, pretty straightforward here, guys, but down, down, down. Just about like that. And that is going to finish up our chorus, and we're only going to play through that whole chord progression situation one time for each chorus. So before we do a whole playthrough, let's do a little walkthrough of what that look like all together. We'll start with that first line. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 1, 1. Just about like that, played once through for each one of our choruses in Driver's License. So, guys, like I said, trickiest part of that song is going to be basically just that second line because it's really quick. But once you get those transitions down, it's really not too terribly complicated. So, like I said, guys, this only plays through once for each chorus, but just so you guys can play along, I'm going to go ahead and play through it a couple of times just so that you can make sure you got all the right stuff in all the right places. So a couple of times through that chorus chord progression or those chorus chord progressions with those chorus strum patterns without me talking will look about like this. And finally, guys, that is going to bring us to the last part of this song, which is actually my favorite part of this song, is the bridge. The bridge is just one simple chord progression and one simple strum pattern repeated through the whole way. Again, probably one of the easier parts of the song here, but it's my favorite. I love this bridge. It's so beautiful and powerful. So with that in mind, our chord progression we're going to be using for our bridge is going to be G minor, D sharp, A, and F. Just like that, repeated throughout our bridge. And what we're going to be doing for strum pattern for each chord will look about like this. We're going to use our G minor as our example here. We're going to play down, down, down twice for each chord. So a little walkthrough of our chord progression with that strum pattern will look about like this. We'll go down, 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 down. And that chord progression with that strum pattern is going to repeat through our entire bridge. Super pretty simple to play as well, but again, my personal favorite part of the song. I'm a little bit biased. I love a strong bridge, and this song definitely fits that bill. So, guys, a couple of times through that bridge chord progression with that bridge strum pattern will look about like this without me talking. And guys, that is everything you need to know to play driver's license on ukulele. As always, if you have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments down below. I'm usually pretty quick getting back to those. And again, if this video helps you out, hit that subscribe button. I have about 800 other guitar and ukulele lessons on this channel, and I usually try to post at least 3 to 5 new lessons every single week. So if you're learning guitar or ukulele, there could not be a more perfect channel for you to check out. Again, guys, if you want to see what song I'm working on and have on the way next, you can hit up my Instagram at @thegroovyguitardude. Link for that will be in the description below. And lastly, guys, if you want to support the channel and get your name in the credits at the end of each new guitar or ukulele tutorial, you can hit up my Patreon at patreon.com/thegroovyguitardude. Link for that will be in the description below as well. Guys, I totally love Driver's License. I think it's a great song. It's so well written. That bridge just, I love a good bridge. I absolutely love it. I think it makes or breaks a song if it has a good bridge or a bad bridge. This song just has a killer bridge, and I absolutely love it. It just hits you right in the guts every time. And I totally dig it. I taught this song on guitar a couple days ago. As soon as I heard it, pretty much the day I heard it, I learned it, sat down, filmed it, and put it out the next day. And I got a lot of people requesting me to teach it on ukulele, so I knew I had to do it. I was thinking about doing it anyways. And it's just a beautiful song on any instrument, I think. I mean, I've only taught it on 2, and I only know it on 2, but I just could see this song being really pretty done in a lot of different ways. It's just a really well-written song, and I love the style of it, I love the writing of it, and I'm stoked to share it with you guys. So, like I said, guys, nothing too crazy complicated here. No crazy strum patterns, no crazy complicated chords or anything like that. Most ukulele chords, even if they are bar chords, are fairly easy to play because the ukulele strings aren't too terribly hard to press down. So, even if you're new to ukulele, don't be too terribly scared off by these chords because they may look intimidating, but they're probably a little easier to play than they seem. So, guys, I had a lot of fun learning this song. I hope you guys have a lot of fun learning it as well, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all soon.